For watching. We're talking to Doug Patterson of Cookin Cheap. Oh, it just went in your microphone. Doggone, I gotta get that stuff out of there. Hey, welcome to Cookin Cheap. I'm Larry Bly.
I'm Doug Patterson, and we're Cookin Cheap.
We already said that already. We got an audience. Audience, come on.
Hello. Hello.
And you know, of course, it's just one of those cheap tracks that they have back here on tape. There's not really
Everything
anybody
around here is cheap.
There's nobody here. But it sounds good. You notice they never show the audience. So therefore,
there's a reason for that, I'm
must
sure.
question. Well, there are some thieves and
Gypsies,
who
tramps,
knows, gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Oh, well, we don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, it's good. Well, I don't know. I'm just cooking away over here.
Let's see what the witch says. What do you say? Oh, here she comes. And then I guess you don't want to read it.
Never.
Get rid of her.
Goodbye. Nice catch.
It's dangerous work up there. A little dusty up there, isn't it? Okay.
Don't forget you sneeze somewhere during the show.
Yeah, you know, what's his name does? What's his name? Andre always sneezes during the show. Dear boys, so how's your health?
You really don't want to know.
You both look fat and happy, especially happy.
Oh.
You guys are more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Yeah.
And speaking of animals, last year up here,
Nice segue.
And speaking of animals, last year up here in New England, we had a terrible moose infestation. Would you get a grip? Them things is huge. I was wondering if you could do something with moose. And I'm not talking about Bly's hair, which already has enough moose in it that he'll never have to wear a helmet when he goes bike riding, though he should for safety's sake. We do that for the children's sake, although it may be a little too late in his case. And what about soups and casseroles? You guys getting too big for your trousers to do those anymore?
Sad but true.
Signed, too ashamed to sign this letter.
Well, I would be too.
I don't blame that person, no. Well, as a matter of fact, we're doing a show called The Friend Show because we actually are doing recipes of either staff members or friends, or in the case of Sarah, ex-friends, Sarah B. Miller. No, she's a great current friend. She's a lovely lady sitting back there. We'll have to drag her in here after a while, though I don't know why. I'm going to do Margaret's famous broccoli cheese soup, and the recipe stayed around longer, unfortunately, than Margaret did. But she's a good friend of this station for a long time, and I think she just retired. Yeah, I'm so envious of her.
I am too.
So anyway, that's Margaret's famous broccoli cheese soup. Oh. You're going to knock that off and put someone's eye out.
Hopefully it'll be yours.
And what are you doing?
I'm doing Mrs. Lunsford's Moose, M-O-O-S-E, like in Bullwinkle J.
That's the moose part of the show. And then Christina's Mom's Pizza Casserole.
By the lovely and semi-voluptuous.
Well, that's from Carol and Karen Jennings of Roanoke, Virginia. And you might know that Miss Magic Fingers, well, that doesn't sound too good.
No, that sounds pretty bad.
She's right behind, she's right back here. Back here, if this were a real window, you could see Carol working back there, pushing the buttons to these cameras out here. And she's actually going to come out here in a little while and explain this whole thing to you. First thing I have to do is it calls for a small box of frozen broccoli, but I'll just be honest with you.
Yes.
I just decided to use some fresh and steam it. Oh. And I have brought in a handy-dandy little steamer.
You have the neatest gadgets.
I really do. People get me this stuff. And, you know, of course, people send us stuff from around the world.
They sent you a steamer?
Around the corner and up your alley. So, this came from a friend. And so what I'm going to do is up your alley?
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with up your alley. Compared to what you've said the last couple of weeks.
Okay, fine.
All right, go ahead. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to make this big old mess, but the first thing you do is take an 8-ounce bar of cream cheese, get it all nice and soft, and as Sarah says, her technical term is that you need to smush it. Thank you, Sarah, for that.
You know, Sarah's always been on the big
smush. And then you take 2 cups of sour cream and throw that baby right on top. Now, you know this is going to be good somewhere down the line. So you just put that off to the side for a secondo. You're going to brown 2 pounds.
Sarah used to work here, you know.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's where I met
She
Sarah.
worked here for years.
And now we work at Mill Mountain Theater together.
We never did figure out what it was she did, but she did it real well. We're just certain of it.
I'm sure she's thrilled
She
with
was a
that.
wonderful lady. We love her. And to this day, they have crepe hanging around the door back there where her office used to be.
They have the Sarah B. Miller Suite.
Oh, no, something went in there that wasn't supposed to go in there.
Well,
As long as it's not a rubber band.
Oh, yeah, those things are nasty, aren't they?
Okay.
Okay, I've browned 2 pounds of lean ground beef. Now you may be asking, why are you draining it if it's lean? Well, get over it. And so I'm just getting all the grease out, because then you're going to throw in 4 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. And you simmer that baby for 20 minutes. And we may not get to the full simmer, but you know when. We'll do the best we can, don't you know? So what are you doing over there? Anything?
Listening to you blabber on.
Oh, yeah.
I always worry a little bit about a soup that starts out with first you open a can of soup. So that's what I'm doing. It seems like it ought to turn out to be something. No, dear. Now we've got a mess going.
Well, welcome to the crowd.
Well, I don't have a spatula today. The very lovely Doris is taking a little time off. She is at the home for the very, very nervous.
For the terminally bewildered.
And they're supposed to let her out next week, I understand. She'll be back soon. We hope so.
Because
There's some beautiful little doilies she's knitted back there and a few things like that.
at
But
the
anyway,
home, right?
at the home. No, actually, she has taken a little time off.
It's her anniversary.
It is.
Her golden anniversary, I might add.
Anniversary.
Okay,
That's
to
right.
this met, I've added the 4 cans of tomato sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, a tablespoon of sugar, and 1 tablespoon each of salt and pepper.
One of Larry's hips. One of Larry's hips, I said. One of Larry's hips.
I've seen your hips, and they're not
Hey,
pretty.
if you don't have, you know, we forgot today to put the cups out, the measuring devices, and I need a 1/2 cup of water, so just take a 1/2 cup of this. So the soup.
Gee,
can.
there's a real tip
Well,
for you.
you
folks.
didn't know that. You didn't know that.
And guess what? I could probably live through life without
Oh, I
knowing
think
that.
you need to know it.
Okay. Now, mix this all together and simmer it for 20 minutes. And then we're going to start phase 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. Because this thing does go on. Thank you, Sarah, for this lovely little recipe. Actually, it's yummy, and we'll be eating it soon, Larry. And I just know you can't wait to wrap your lips around it.
Well, now, it rings a bell with me.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to take, all right, we have cream of chicken soup in there, and I'm heating this up right now. And I'm going to put 2 cups of 1/2 and 1/2, 1/2 and 1/2. I wonder if 2 containers of 1/2 and 1/2 makes a whole.
No.
I don't know. But anyway, I don't have anything to, so I'm going to put that in there and 1/2 cup of water. And we're going to start heating that. And then I've got the broccoli going over here. In a couple of minutes, we'll put some other stuff in there, too. Oh, Velveeta cheese. You know, we just can't survive down here without Velveeta cheese. This calls for Velveeta cheese.
It's like ambrosia.
And poor Miss Doris was saying terrible things about it the other week. Like
But you know, it's like a child. I told you this before. It's like a childhood memory.
it won't kill you. You can even eat it raw.
But it's good. It is so good and so good
Right.
for you.
And it calls for a 1/2 pound. I have no idea what a 1/2 pound looks like. So I got this little container, and we're going to use it until we can't use it anymore. We're going to use it all up.
You can put a 1/2 pound in that can of soup.
Close enough for me. The audience having a good time? I thought they had nodded off there for a couple of minutes.
Of course, they're seeing this, and they're going, and we have to eat this?
Boy, this is pretty exciting. Well, while I am putting cheese in here, and I also have to chop up some onions and some green peppers, maybe we will have a little visit from the Cook sisters.
Are they here?
Oh, just down the hall to the right.
I thought I saw them.
And they're going to come in and dispense a little wisdom to those of you who have none or could
Very
use more.
Very little, I'm sure.
Hey,
Huh?
how you doing?
I was just feeling my bun.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
That's
Well, it's lovely.
I know.
Hey, you got any leftover pie dough?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I have some right in here
you?
somewhere.
Fabulous.
Never
Well,
mind.
Well, here's what we're going to do with it.
What?
We're going to spread it out. We're going to throw some Gruyere cheese and some Parmesan. Gruyere. Cheese. You put it on, you cook it up, you have a little appetizer before you have your pie. Isn't that good?
Wonderful.
Thank you so
Who
much.
are you?
I'm Roxy Cook.
I'm Tootsie Cook, and we're the Cook Sisters.
By the way, you are supposed to saute the onions and the green pepper. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to throw them in the steamer, and we'll take care of that little problem.
That's close to saute.
Well, you know, we got to get it done at this point. This show is done in real time. If you want to eat it raw, fine. I'll get out of the pan and we'll just saute.
Ew.
Okay. But I'm just going to throw it in the steamer.
Okay. In the bowl, I have smushed, thank you, Sarah, again for that technical term, 2 cups of sour cream, 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and about 5, 6, 7 or 8 green onions chopped up. And that is going to be your cheese filling for this, sort of on the lasagna end of the stick. Now you're going to take a 12, oh, maybe not. Oh, well. Take a 12-ounce, oh, good gravy.
What?
I couldn't open up my egg noodles here. Oh, there we go. 12 ounces, boiling water. Yeah, that makes perfect sense if you want to cook them. And I read on the package, here's another little tip for you, Lair.
What?
If you're using egg noodles in a casserole, really only cook them for about, boil them for about 4 minutes. Because
What'd you say? I'm thinking about something else.
Forget it.
I went suddenly.
I'm going to tell the audience.
I went suddenly from having a simple recipe to being terribly behind on the program.
Sure.
Because I forgot to saute these vegetables. Okay,
no, I
go
was
ahead.
telling
What
you
were
that
you telling me?
the egg noodles
Yeah.
package says if you're using an egg noodle in a casserole, only cook it for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Because it'll be cooking in the oven.
In the oven. That's
So that's why. Isn't that exciting?
Okay. Let me turn that back on again and re-steam that a little bit. That broccoli is going to be mighty tired and old by the time I get finished playing with it, but it's going to have to do.
Well, I'm kind of tired and old myself.
Well, that goes without
I knew you
saying.
should. How come you didn't jump on that one,
Now,
Bly?
I think that lovely Miss Carol is going to be visiting us here very shortly and explaining her recipe, which, by the way, we accidentally passed over for previous seasons for some strange reason. I don't know why. We just had a lot of good recipes.
Well, we just didn't want
I
to see her
guess.
on camera.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, they're having to send somebody back, actually having to send 4 people back to take her place back there. It's the way things work here.
What, it takes
It's a mystery.
4 people to do one little job?
It's a mystery. It is true. Now, I just know I've forgotten something. Broccoli, onion, pepper, chicken soup, half and half water, Velveeta cheese, cheddar cheese. So we're going to add all of the cheeses here in a little bit. And meanwhile, I'm heating this Velveeta up real good.
Is it melting?
And this is the pan that burns everything.
Oh, good.
And today will be no exception. This will be burned
To a crisp.
cheese soup. Burned cheese soup. Come over here, Carol.
All right, I gotta get out of the microwave first.
Whew. It's a frenetic day here on the Cookin' Sheep set.
I'm worn out.
And we're all just a little nervous because we're not used to performing in front of an audience.
This really didn't warm up quite enough, but
And it's a right suspicious looking, oh, do you want me to put it back in?
yeah, we'll reheat it here in a minute.
All right,
Just set it-
you
well,
hold that.
How
and-
can I talk about it if you're gonna put it away?
Oh, well,
We'll talk about it, then you can put it in there.
She got your number now, didn't she, Black?
she's directing me in front of the cameras,
That's
too.
right. This is Christina's mom's pizza casserole, and we call it that because it's from a friend of my sister's mom, if that makes sense. Are you confused?
No, that's good.
But anyway, this is a wonderful recipe that you can alter to suit your taste, just like you would a pizza. If you want to add black olives or mushrooms or whatever, you can do that.
It looks mighty good.
And it takes 1.5 pounds of lean ground beef, 2 green peppers chopped, a large onion chopped, 1.5 cups of elbow macaroni cooked, 2 jars of pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, and this has actually got pizza cheese on it, pepperoni, and salt and pepper to
Now, when you
taste.
say pizza cheese, is that mozzarella?
No, it's pizza cheese as it says on the pack in the grocery store. Whatever that combo is, it's pizza cheese. I think it's a combo of mozzarella and maybe cheddar or something like that.
To make this ahead, you can freeze it probably.
And it's wonderful as leftovers. If you want to just microwave a serving of it for lunch the next day, it's actually better reheated than it is the first time around.
Can we cut it and take a look at it?
Well, we could if I had put a spoon out. So
I'll get one. Hang on a sec. Just
there
hold
should be
tight.
one on the table. I
Just
put
hold
one
tight.
over there.
So how are you, Carol?
Good. How are you doing, Doug?
Lovely.
Yeah,
Nice
Doug,
seeing
try
you.
and join
It's
in
kind
on
of
the program.
interesting being out here.
I'm busy.
Okay,
That's
let's
really
look at
bubbling
this.
away over there.
It is, and I should
It's
be right.
like molten
So
lava.
much for that simmer thing. Bye.
Look at
Hi.
that.
Yeah,
It's very pretty.
it's got all sorts of good stuff in it.
Very lovely.
And I
Smells
actually
great.
added a little bit of Italian seasoning to this.
Oh, great.
And somebody actually wrote a letter the other day wanting to know what was in Italian seasoning. Do you know the answer to that?
Well, it's a combination usually of oregano and basil and, I don't know,
Maybe a
couple
little
of other
rosemary.
things and, yeah.
Alrighty, well I'm going to leave you guys alone. You want to eat it cold or hot?
I'm going to put it back in the oven,
Okay.
I think. 5 more minutes?
Yeah, that should do it.
Okay.
Bye, Carol. Thanks for
Bye.
coming by. I'm about to assemble. Who am I talking to? Anybody? Oh, hi. How are you? Nice to see you. First of all, in a buttered casserole dish, you put a layer of noodles. And so there we go, a little layer of noodles there. This is just like lasagna layer, you know?
Certainly is.
And I'm a big fan of lasagna. I don't know
By the
about
way, I'm
you.
going to add some sharp cheddar to this mix. You can do that, you know. This
Can you?
is a cheesy soup.
Cheese, well, that's why
Cheesy
it's
soup.
called broccoli cheese soup.
You notice I measured very carefully. Very important. That doesn't look right to me. I think it needs more.
Look,
A little bit there.
A layer of your cheese mixture goes next. Ooh. Ooh. Well, it's just a big mess over here. Trust me, the other one I did at home will look much better than this one.
Now, what's this goopy stuff you're putting
That's the
on?
cream cheese, sour cream.
Oh, okay.
And now you put it on a layer of oops. We're going to get letters. And a layer of the beef and tomato mixture. And you keep on layering.
Oh, just keep right on layering for about 8 more minutes.
Oh, really?
If you want to. Oh, I guess I could tell what's in mine while you're doing that. Well, let's just watch you layer for a second.
Yeah, this is exciting. Okay. Sarah, I apologize in advance.
Do you do it this sloppily at home, Sarah? No? He throws it all. She throws it on the wall.
I've been to her house, too.
Is it true?
Yeah, I thought it was art.
Okay. I'm still steaming stuff because I didn't
I'm a little
do
steamed
anything else
myself.
with it, so it's looking good.
Jim Hammerstrom wants to take this home for dinner. Sorry, Jim, wherever you are.
I'm going to tell you what's in Margaret's famous broccoli cheese soup.
Well, you just go right ahead.
A small box of frozen broccoli, or you can use fresh if you want to do your own like I did. A half a cup of chopped onion, a quarter a cup of green pepper, a can of chicken soup, 2 cups of half and half, half cup of water, a quarter of a pound of Velveeta cheese, and a quarter of a pound of sharp cheddar cheese, which I just added to the mix a few minutes ago. And I got to put all this stuff together now, and it's just going to be wonderful.
Is it going to be hot?
A little bit,
Okay.
just a little bit. All that goes in there. The onion and, well, it's been so long I don't remember what all it was. Onion,
Broccoli.
broccoli,
cheese.
onions, all that stuff. Doesn't call for any salt and pepper, so I reckon that's it. And there it is, molten hot lava. We're going to burn our lips right off our faces.
Oh, great.
We're going to cauterize our throats. But there we are. And it looks lovely, too. But anyway, you want to tell what's in yours, or you're still
I'm
playing
still-
around with that? That's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
Thank you. Usually you're
Just as
rushing.
long as you hurry up.
Oh, God. He is so mean to me.
No, I'm not mean. I'm just trying to hustle you along. You'll be doing this show during next week's program. Great program.
Now, there is finished, and now you put on some cheddar cheese. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you put that in a 350-degree oven for about half an hour or until it's just yummy and bubbly.
Now, I want you to look at this.
You remember yummy and bubbly, don't you?
Yummy and bubbly. They used to work here in the
Yeah,
front
they did.
office. They were great. Look at this. Beautiful soup. Now, just tell me that that this didn't come out right.
Yeah, great.
That's great. It really is.
Can I tell what's in mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mrs. Lunsford's
Take your time.
Moose, 2 pounds lean ground beef, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a 12-ounce package of egg noodles, 5 or 6, I like a little more, green onions or scallions, an 8-ounce package of cream cheese, half a cup of grated cheddar cheese, 2 cups of sour cream, and 4 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. And the problem is about this recipe is we don't know who Mrs. Lunsford is.
What's it look like when it comes out?
Well, it looks like,
You want something?
no, there, I'm going to grab it with my bare hands
You want me to get it?
until it's nice and bubbly. And
Oh.
look, isn't it lovely?
Hotter than the hinges of Hades. Where do we put it?
I'm going to put it right here.
Are you sure it won't burn it?
Well,
Look at that. That's beautiful.
isn't that lovely? I'm going to get some plates.
Oh, wow. And I want you to see Miss Carol's doodah came out here. The Mom's Pizza Casserole just came out. And look at this. After you've nuked it for 5 more minutes, it looks pretty much like it did 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's hotter than it was. So let me take this over here.
I'm just going to serve some of this from here. Do you mind? Ooh, that does look good. Isn't that pretty?
I imagine so. I needed some, I'm just sort of wandering around. I'm sort of lost. At the end of the program, I was hoping for a little.
Did you need something?
Yes, I need an extra fork and spoon. I can't get to it, but
Oh.
anyway, I'll get to it.
Here's a spoon and a fork, but they're all kind of gooey. I've just lost
Terrible. I have to
complete
work behind the
control of my
cameras,
entire
too.
life right here. I'm going to take these over. Jim, there's plenty for your lovely dinner tonight. We like to.
I'm going to have 2 volunteers come up here, Casey and Alex, come up here. And you're going to get to try this pizza thing. Come on up here. I just want these people to know that there really are people behind the cameras. Now, I think you'd probably like this pizza thing that Carol did. You want to give that a try? Now, of course, you don't have a microphone, so you'll have to scream, "It's wonderful!"
Here.
It's wonderful.
You haven't eaten it yet.
He hasn't. He forgot to try it.
But nice. We like it.
Casey, are you going to... Oh,
Ah! Oh, here.
is it a good witch or a bad witch?
Let me know if it's as good as yours.
Oh, it's Mrs.
Mrs. B. Miller.
B. Miller from across the street.
She
has
just
stopped in to
in.
poke her head in.
It's cold,
Shut up,
It's
Sarah.
cold
Shut up, Sarah.
but it tastes almost as good as mine.
when it's cold.
Oh, sure, it's cold.
Is
We
that
have
pizza
more.
stuff pretty good? Oh, I got you a fork too. You want to try it? Casey, we'll let you stand in there. I'm sorry, darling. Or would you rather have the soup? And you've got your best side to the camera too, you know.
Yeah.
The first thing you got to learn is that you look there, okay? You don't want to get the... I'm going to try the soup. You like that?
Yeah.
Do you really? Great. Take it back to your seat.
Bye, Sarah.
You're welcome. Well, I'm going to tell you something. The cheesy soup is terrific. How could it not be? It's just a bunch of cheese melted up. But it is good. And it's not raw either. And the broccoli is just perfect. Isn't that nice?
And your onions are so lovely sauteed.
Well, we could have done a little better job on that, but old Lara was in a hurry today. Sometimes things don't go the way you want them to go in the kitchen.
Ooh, you're right, Sarah. It is cold.
Oh, this cold cream cheese glob.
Trust me, it's good.
It is good. It really is. This is decadent. You know, I imagine this is very caloric.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart or the clogged of arteries.
Faint of heart or clogged of arteries. Well, I tell you what, this is overall. Oh, I haven't tried the pizza stuff. I'm giving it away.
I sort of sent it flying. Sorry. Actually,
and
it's really good, Carol.
I
Yummy.
have.
Look, Claire, 1 minute.
Oh,
So eat fast.
well,
I actually like this soup very much.
I like anything pizza, so
Yeah,
I know
no, I
I'm
do
just
too.
going to love this.
Yum,
And the
yum,
great
yum.
thing is you can make it ahead of time and freeze it and pull it out whenever you need to.
Yum.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Yum, yum, yum. I think these are pretty good.
It's real hot, though. I think I nuked it a little long, but it really
And I didn't make mine nearly enough.
we need to get this thing together. Well, it's just beautiful. It's wonderful.
Everything's good.
Anyway, we always like our viewer recipes, and we thank you. We're getting an email now from around the country.
Cool.
So anyway, you keep those things coming. And that's about it. I think you've had as much of us as you can stand for 1 week. So
Bye.
bye.